Hello everyone, so we're going to be playing some more Crusader Kings 2. Continuing where we left off last Saturday. The unfortunate situation, Livonia being a thing now. I think what happened is because they were able to capture me, they technically won. And so they got to do their whole thing where they become an independent country. I mean, I'm also so powerful that the game registers the game lists the percentage difficulty playing King Jagala the Queruler as 0%. So let's see. Yeah, the elders have turned against my preferred, or said to turn against my preferred candidate yet again, and unfortunately there's no way I can then get rid of them. Really would like to know what to do, how to fix this whole she looks entirely unqualified thing, because that's not exactly a detailed complaint. It's Vita, which is my granddaughter, set up with the, I guess, intrigue education, since she's got both a good trait for it and a high base stat head in it. We've still got holdings of the wrong type. I think I can fix can fix at least some of that by him making new vassals. Rolls, but then still registers some as the wrong holding type. Chief Goldus is the Sword of Lama. I revoked the chiefdom of Derberton from a romantic Miss Wilkes. So, does it have anything to do with all the Pomeranians that's going marching? Nope. It's just that the Pomeranians have started another holy war for a neighboring county over in Estonia. Okay, if they want to do all of the dirty work of expanding the kingdom, they're welcome to it. So let's see. 9 tiles can be created. Let's see. How strong is Franconia looking? Only about 1,500 troops, but also do have 2 allies. One of whom has a lot of troops. Perhaps. Let's see. Princess Hannah and Lubomir. Let's see. Here's Lubomir. Because if I can kill one of the people that's making their whole pact work, then I can get rid of the entire alliance. So let's see which ones can be easier to kill. Both of them are pretty difficult, but this guy is gonna be easiest. He's currently forbidden, so send and High Chief Prism Mislov Nietrat over there to build a spy network. At least gets up to 20%, which I mean, hey. That's 1 in 50, that's 1 in 5, so not terrible odds. Another plot progressing. I mean, if that is just simply 20% chance of the plot progressing. Yeah, let's try and be a bit buddy with Princess Hannah. Yeah, if we can offset her base reluctance, and that'll be good enough to get her in on the plot. Not now. She apparently already likes me more than she likes her husband. I mean, I'm uncouth, an infidel, and a known murderer, so got some penalties in that regard. My liege, I have a great idea for a monument. And something to raise our cultural status and make the people know what a great ruler you are. Yeah, sure. Or build a monument. I'm almost certainly not going to get to 1444 before the end of August, because that would mean getting through over 300 in-game years this stream. I think I might do, however, see. Well, I let my vassals work on building things up. Continuing the expansion of the end of our kingdom. I think inviting Princess Hannah to an activity we can do together to help us grow closer, but I'm not entirely sure what kind of activity I should suggest. Maybe a hunt? I mean, her martial is low. Let's go for the hunt. She might not even come, so... Oh, who knows. Princess Hannah gives me a smile, and as we start walking into the local forest around Vilnius. I have been waiting for this for a while. I wonder if there's any chance that, you know, there could be some kind of horrific accident on this hunt. Because that would just, you know, if she could die in some kind of horrific accident, then that would solve all the problem right away. Hours passed with little to no excitement when suddenly we come across the boar we were looking for. My soldiers look at me, waiting for my orders to wait it out or hunt it down. Let's wait it out. Then I knew there was a huge bear somewhere near the caves of Vilnius, and a courtier of mine had insisted to come along when my men and I went hunting for the bear. The beast was huge, bigger than any bear I had ever seen. I fought him bravely, but only managed to slay him after where he wounded several of my men. I could not save everyone, but I managed to save High Chief Goldus. I'll go with that one. I believe that's a separate hunt from this one. The boar fought valiantly. We finally bring the beast down. To loud cheers from all the retainers. It has been a good hunt. Let's see. I think I might trying to build the thing I need in Vilnius to be able to, well, to reform our kingdom to feudalism. See, intrigue. Yeah, I need to. In order to be able to adopt feudalism, I need to absolute tribal organization and a stone hell fort in order to in Vilnius tribe. So let's try and see. No tribal organization. It will implement Empowered Council and War Declaration Committee. Or double check what exactly those do. The elders have switched back to voting for Jeff now, so at least that's something. Let's see. Ooh. Sounds like I can be able to propose new laws more often. And appoint one additional advisor. However, council members can use favors to force votes on some laws. And implementing war declaration committee. He makes it where council members cannot join factions. The council is content and government is not tribal or nomadic. So basically that means that all our powerful vassals will not be able to join factions against us as long as once they're feudal, as long as we can, as long as the council is content. However, council members can use new favorites to force the vote on pressing their claim. Actually, let's see. So later, so basically, well, let's go for no tribal organization law. So basically now, actually, let's also get low centralization going, because that'll get rid of the, because that'll get me back under my maximum demand size effectively, because ever since the Battle of Volgast, I find it hard to be near my children for fear of being sent away again. I cannot stand the thought of us losing each other, and the distance is better. And this is better. Surely it is better. Go for I need a drink. I do not have nightmares, servant. How dare you? I shall never be close to anyone again, or enough of these feelings, but I'll punch someone. Honestly, my High Marshal that seems in character. So low centralization failed, unfortunately. Yeah, as it was rejected by the council. Probably because a lot of them don't like me very much. And also I need a new chancellor. Right. And just go with the highest diplomacy skill, because there wasn't anybody from a powerful vassal. Oh, there, so which it probably actually should have included. It probably actually should have put an advisor into the mix as well. So let's just get to Chief as well as the Word Slayer as my advisor, because he's just apparently the top choice. If you don't think it's tied to any stat, it's just an additional council position, then providing room for things like you get additional things like additional powerful vassals. See, acted dishonorably towards me. Leader for plot. %19 chance. Okay, if you wanna just gonna be like that, then you better be prepared to die. As soon as I get good enough support for it. Since I can't, I've got a very low chance of actually imprisoning this guy. He's a powerful vassal, and he's trying to fabricate a claim on one of my titles. Oh, even with 3 people supporting me, I just cannot do anything about this guy. He's also 70, so he's probably just gonna keel over from old age soon, so honestly I'm not that worried. See, looks like Eden is no longer part of the Byzantine Empire. So let's see. In fact, that as a result of that, Franconia's allies are less powerful. I think if I can get a good number of my vassal allies to join in on this war, or we should be good. Let's just gotta go to the head guy first. There's a conquest of Rocklaw, which it looks like not all of their all of their allies are even going to be called in, so that makes it even better. Looks like most, if not all, of my vassal allies have answered the call. Oh wow. I think primarily won their holy war. Judging by how much of Estonia is now effectively mine. They'll have a be able to have another great holy war in about a decade. Let's just focus on expanding where we can and westward. As that way we can make progress towards maybe being able to form the Wendish Empire. Battle of Rockclaw. This campaign has been easy pickings, swinging my sword over the plains of pleasure, and my fellow soldiers are equally jovial, surrounded by the blood of our Pomeranian enemies, and the cries of battle. Look, enemy commander, Count Dromir is hiding. Hearing someone suddenly shouts, pointing off in the distance. My opponent seems to be getting tired, his moves becoming slower. Strengthened by the cheers of the crowd, I sink my sword of the this dynasty into his chest. The man groans, and it takes a while before my own heart stops pounding. Then he is still. Yes, that was on purpose. Your vassal, High Chief Bingolda's Pomerania, is arguing with his wife. She seems quite upset, and they're always screaming at each other. You don't even notice that you're watching them. None of my business. Like, I don't know what that's about. No, so I'm not gonna get myself involved in that situation. I'm not too concerned about trying to sway that princess on my side anymore, because I already kind of got what I wanted just by Sicily being an independent duchy now. Just gotta wait a little longer for this siege to finish. I think Pomerania's got. I think Pomerania might have the whole 3,000 stack over there handled. I guess not, because they decided to not do anything about it. The conversion of Estonia. The tribes of Estonia have converted to the Catholic faith. A group of priests sent by the Kaiserin of the Holy Roman Empire have performed a great ritual in which they have converted the entire population of Estonia alongside King Letha and many of his vassals. With this act, the people of Estonia have once and for all forsaken their old pagan gods. I mean, they were our religious enemies anyway. Yeah, because I mean, which also they've only got like 2 counties left in their entire nation, so probably not much of a threat. Not at this point. Your incompetent steward has led a group of smugglers into the county of Stettin. Apparently thought they were merchants. Clearly that guy's strengths are in military rather than in stewardship. Just gonna demolish this stack real quick. And possibly fight them again. Nope, because they're still fleeing. We're at 75%, so it should be. This war should be done soon. Gonna head on over there preemptively because looks like they decided not to go into Rocklaw and instead are just gonna stay here. Just haven't gotten around to switching off of them to sway that princess since, you know, the entire reason I was trying to sway her was just like an assassinate her husband more easily, but kinda don't need that anymore. Version of Suomi. The tribes of Suomi have been converted to the Orthodox faith. The group of priests and by the king of Vladimir have performed a great ritual during which they have converted the entire population of Suomi alongside King Turid and many of his vassals. With this act, people of Suomi have once and for all forsaken their old pagan gods. Enforced demands. So now we have Rocklaw. Make a couple new vassals. In fact, I imagine can grant Rocklaw to the newly created vassal. In fact, I might do that with these other I think I'll do that with these other vassals as well. Oh, apparently this it's like, oh, this is hosting the Joms Vikings things apparently. grant this guy the landed title all of Stettin. And this guy can have the landed title of Volgast. Let's see. I currently control 65%, and the counties using the Windish Empire. Most of the ones I don't have controlled by Bavaria, Livonia, the what's left of the Holy Roman Empire, and Sorbia and Franconia. Which technically I don't have a peace treaty with New Sorbia, so probably expand there as well. In fact, I can even make a de jure claim. Means let's just stomp these people with only a handful of counties. These real quick. I think, yeah, one of my powerful vassals is killed over. I need to keep providing all of my powerful vassals with positions. Those on the council. It's just a matter of waiting for all the vassal, all allies and everything to sort of flow in. You know, that probably not going to be able to put much of a fight. I mean, if they had a... Yeah, no, not even at their full capacity. Yeah, because they've only got most like 3,000. You know, I'm over here with my over 10,000. I mean, purpose because I'm pretty sure one of the options I selected when reforming the Oath of Faith he's, I'm pretty sure, we're granted extra, Levy size. He's all worshippers. Betrothed can marry. What betrothals do I actually even have going on? Oh, okay. I don't. I hardly even remember that happening, but it's not really of much consequence. I need new marshal. No powerful vassals available for the position, so no, this guy can be the marshal. But just gonna turn off trying to sway Princess Hannah of Franconia. Was it Pomeranians doing something again? Just mustering more troops for the de jure war I'm already in. Then apparently, it's like I need the help. Well, when I've already got that close to 20,000 right here. I mean, apparently 1,500 troops got into the Lithuania somehow. I mean, they appear to have been dealt with. We're already at 70%, so should be finishing this up pretty soon. Let's see. We do currently have a truce for 5 more years with Livonia. We have a truce for 3 more years with Franconia. So we'll be able to attack them again and then pretty soon, possibly even just by the end of this war. Not quite. It lasted three. It wasn't long enough by about 3 years. Let's see. There's already a vassal here. So I'm not going to grant this county to that guy. Let's see. I think I'm going to send Oh. Oh. The situation then with La Durga has already been resolved. Oh, in which case, let's send. Just click hunt apostate, so now I've got to wait till December to select a new one. And now there's a Catholic uprising. They're already engaged in battle with somebody. Somebody who might actually be able to deal with them right here now. Jevna died from poor health. Just spontaneously. Hold on, guess I better get Rose all set up then. And let's 31. Let's find someone fairly close, so probably one of these two people. Let's go for the one that's lustful. Oh, but wait. It has to be matrilineal. In order to, you know, not be a horrible decision. So instead, it looks like setting her up with a nice shaman. So that she can marry matrilineally. Rather than... Oh, already... Already the Catholic uprising has been dealt with before my troops even got there. My Chancellor, or Chief Episcopal, kindly suggested that I would be the benefit to the realm if I say the language is spoken at foreign courts. He also offers himself to aid me in my studies. Seems like a good idea. Right. Got at least 3 in-game years before... See... You know what? I think I'll actually see which of these guys is like better for the job of being the High Chief of Pomerania, the current High Chief of Pomerania, or this guy who wants to fabricate a claim on it. I think I'll actually pass because as if I get found out, they'll turn the High Chief, the existing High Chief of Pomerania against me. Upland has become Catholic. Got it. About 3 years before we've got another war that can be declared. These are usual enemies. Let me see. Oh, still have not had any venerated ancestors. See. Sonia doesn't hold any parts of the destroyed Windish Empire, so it's just over here and over here that we can really conquer the will help us get to that 80% mark. Say honestly, the Holy Roman Empire could be a decent target. Let's see how strong they are right now. If they didn't have an alliance with the King of Italy, they'd definitely consider it. See. See if I can do anything about Rainhold and then loosen that up. As that's the only thing keeping that alliance going. Ooh, there's actually a guy willing to help me out in this. His plot to murder a 15-year-old. Which gets it up to 31%. See, he is in Worms, which is right here. Send my spy master over there. Which gets up to 32.6%. Let's just sort of let that sit there. We've got other places we can expand to, that still part of the Digital Empire. Distraction doesn't seem to overwhelm you during your studies. The simplest pleasures and even pain and mundane chores seem like embarrassing than drowning in books next all evening. How does one manage to keep focus in this when everything else is so much more appealing? 15% chance of being the diligent trait, or 15% chance of slothful and abandon in my studies. I'm gonna go for the 15% chance of diligent, and I did not get it. I mean, I tried. See, 30% chance. I don't really care about Chief Bucantas of Pensk, so and hey, at least one of Jevna's children inherited her attractive trait, so let's see. Martial, stewardship are both good. Let's go for thrift. By calling in a favor of Chief Pisclot has forced you to start vote on the tax shifted burger her obligations law. What does this do exactly? Oh, okay. Oh, it's like everyone's how much tax and levies these mayors risen in the realm are obligated to contribute. What direction is it shifting in? Is it shifting to balanced? Away from balanced? Oh, tax shifted right there. Tax shifted is right there. It's basically lose 10% of and of max levy. And 10% of burger vassal minimum levy, and gain 5% burger vassal tax. So that seems alright. I'm not even entirely sure how many burger vassals I have, because I'm pretty sure most of my vassals are tribal. So how do I select my vote? Note on that. Or is that actually a thing I can do? No directly. I am not seeing any options for actually I'm pretty sure I get a vote, but I'm not seeing any option to do the thing. Guess I'm currently... I guess I'm just kind of stuck voting no on it. Basically... this guy is trying to get us to move towards having the burger vassals. Oh, apparently the council rejected it. So guess we're sticking with what we've got. Which also reset the time for the limit for the law changes. So truce with the Franconia is going to be over in a couple years. probably work on the other requirements needed to be able to become feudal. Well, while I wait, my arbitrariness just cost me several gold coins. I lost 2.7 gold coins spontaneously. I mean, that's not a lot. I mean, that's half a month's income, so we need a new chancellor. There's no powerful vassals available for the position, so this guy with the 11 in diplomacy it is. This lowborn with the 11 diplomacy. Without the support of Chief Pisclot, your stay sessions seem to be few and far between. And you increasingly feel that the challenge is just too great to tackle on your own. At least I made an effort. Just got one more year. Currently at favor revolt. Majesty, blessings upon you and your house. We would like you to back up our plot to fabricate a claim on the High Chieftain from Aurelia. No. I already told you before, I'm not interested in your plot. But actually, I'm pretty sure I've told you many times last stream too, that I'm not interested in your plot. You keep asking, and anyway. You gotta wait. Oh, only until August. Or we can try and get this law passed. Well, what's the difference between okay and council consideration? Does council consideration maybe like give us a preview of how the council will vote? Let's actually look that up. And hey, first result on Google. Oh, for suggestions as to what I'm searching for. See. Oh wait, I can actually see, because that's what these things are for. I plan to support wars for reclaiming of the rural land or counties with the Lord's culture. Wars against weak opponents. Will support mental revoking of titles from already powerful vassals. Interesting. Glory Hounds. That, I mean, the number of glory hounds we've gotten out on the council is good for what we've been doing lately. So let's see. Yeah, I'm just gonna. Council is currently considering medium tribal organization. So, again, what exactly does that do? Oh, okay. So it does show you exactly how they'll vote. Everybody's in favor, so let's vote. Medium tribal organization law has been passed. Granted, it does mean that now got like title grant committee. Council members vote on war declarations. Council members vote on title grants. The council members can vote on the title revocation issues, and the council itself is empowered. Which is apparently I can abolish the council if I become feudal and have one of this list and have all of these laws passed. From the looks of it, it's just simply I have to take away the council's powers one by one before I can abolish it outright. Okay, so I need 126 gold. Build the next upgrade to the Hell Fort. Let's see. Troops with Franconia until the 8th of September of 1069. And so, let's see. Yep, all this is the Windish Empire. How strong is Bavaria? Not that strong, actually. Wait, no, they're moderately strong, I'd say. Like they could put up a good fight. Yeah, especially if they get some mercenaries in the mix. My liege, these loyal servants such as that, they surely deserve some recognition and rewards from time to time. It is widely known that you hold huge lands and many titles, and are as generous as you are wise. Perhaps you would consider granting this humble servant the chiefdom of Naklo. Your greed does not become you. I'm pretty sure Niatra is already a powerful vassal. I learned today that mothers in Vilnius keep their daughters in line by threatening to marry them off with someone as hideous as me. I can either have a 30% chance of getting shy, or 30% chance of getting proud. Definitely gonna go for chance of proud. I am fat and uncouth, so that's probably where the insults are coming from. This guy is still just trying to kill some chief. I don't really care all that much about. It's like... Wait, when did I start... Did I end up at war with... During ducal war for Duke Hogg the second his claim on Apava. When did this start? Because don't you usually get like a notification about that? Yeah, maybe I just missed it somehow. I do not remember this war with the Bavaria starting. Guess I've got to deal with this first before I can start my next war with Franconia. The Marshal has discovered a man of great military talent called Nice Vilkas who was willing to serve in my ranks. Like... This just sort of started seemingly spontaneously. And I was about to suggest, because like I saw the moving troops around, I was about to suggest that maybe this would be a good time for me to declare war on them, but no. They've already declared war on me. Me, apparently. Things are not going great. As the first time in a while, an enemy actually has an occupation in our territory. So just send some troops over to deal with that, and hopefully some of these vassal allied troops will join in. And once we start it, otherwise things are not going to go great. Come on, bring those like 12,000 troops in. Really? You're going to see that your king is losing and turn around. If you're going to be on your way to fight, need some enemies. See that it's a losing battle and turn around. And this is why we're at negative 21%. Alright, I've actually got enough troops in my personal stack to go fight these guys effectively. That should be a big help on the war score front. And if we can win this, if you guys can that should help. Brought down one of their commanders, or at least, and we still managed to lose. Mostly because these dumbasses didn't help. Like, you've got stacks of like 12,000. You could crush these guys. See, thrift. It looks like. Just bring that stack 12,000 over there, and it'll most likely be problem solved in like a few minutes. Oh no, that would rely on the ally AI actually doing something competent. Well, now you've maybe got sufficient support in order to get something done. Bring down another one of their commanders personally. Great. And I have become incapable. Lovely. Just what I need right now. The ongoing struggle outside Vilnius tribe. What ongoing struggle outside of Vilnius tribe? That's on the complete other side of the country from where the actual battles are going on. Oh, and hey, the Casus Belli is no longer valid, so no, the war just ended there. Unfortunately, I'm incapable, so I have to rely on the council's vote for everything. Hey, the council is primarily glory hound, so probably. Really? Oh. It's because you... Really? And there I thought that maybe they... No. No, they have to be a bunch of little shits about it. Okay, at least I can get some wars on Livonia during this regency. But I also still have a truce with Livonia. Oh, looks there's a plot to kill this guy. Not really that concerned. Not about either of these plots. Well, at least King Jagala is already 63, so he'll probably die soon. And a new steward. Gonna put the High Chief of Pomerelia on that position. Just gotta wait until September so that I can declare another war on Livonia. That seems to be out of the ones I would want, the only one the council's willing to go for. I don't know how much I'm going to be able to declare wars to expand over here anymore, other than maybe against Bavaria. Technically, we don't have a truce with Bavaria. So, I mean, there's potential there. They also have an ally in the form of Venice, but yeah, Venice does seem to have a decent levy. Let's see. So, Lorinda and Prince Albrecht. And unfortunately, I can't plot to kill anybody because I'm incapable. So. Wherever Livonia it is. I was hoping King Jagala dies fairly soon. He's probably not going to recover. I'm not sure if it's even possible to recover from incapable. If it is, it's probably a super rare event. I mean, you never know, maybe he'll get assassinated or something. Yeah, have somebody put him out of his misery a bit early. These things are going well. The war against Livonia, in fact, we're already at 100%. You know, this and this are the only new areas I can expand into that will help me get more land for maybe the Windish Empire. I'm almost at 70%. Probably like one more county will be enough. As soon as I can get the council to declare a war for it, and you can get in a good position to, you know, have it actually be when I have a decent chance of winning. I mean, let's see, they've got, I have about, almost about like 10,000 actually, because they can get at most about 7,000, and Jaliota can get at most about 3,000, plus they have to come all the way from Venice. Meanwhile, I've got 20,000 in just vassal ally troops. So I think I've actually got a decent chance. And as I'm winning this, even with let's see. Let's go for maybe Gorlet. Maybe Olmuts. No, this would be good. Let's go for that. Call in and all my vassal allies. As expected, most of them joining in, which is exactly what I need. As long as the AI behaves with some semblance of competence, it's on my side. You know, none of this, oh, you're losing a battle I could easily turn in your favor? I'm just gonna turn around and walk away now. Gonna head right for the war goal. This will probably get us up to the 80%. Well, not 80%, 70%. So, which in that case, probably only need about like 5 more. Actually, I could probably check exactly the number we need. Let's see. There are 72 de jure counties in the Windish Empire. Let's see. 72. Times 0.8 57 9.6. So round that up, it's 58. So we need about 9 more counties. And that should get us up to at least 80%. Granted, we also need 445 8.8 to need gold. But I mean, we can just sit and let that build up. We also need a second kingdom title, which will most likely be Kingdom of Poland. We also need 296.4. We also need 295.6 apparently. Arenas of Pomeranian Revolt has declared Pomeranian Civil War to increase council power on High Chief Neve Erdvit Nellis of Pomerania. Interesting. We currently hold enough of the counties of the Kingdom of Poland, and to form it, we just need the money. So it'll probably be somewhere in the 600, 700 range total. Oh, once we get the needed counties. And there goes the old incapable king. A young talented artist from Vilnius proposes to paint an iconic portrait of King Borkus of the Second of Lithuania. Do you really want that? He was being called ugly. Like he was, like, I mean, mothers were were keeping their daughters in line by threatening to marry them off to somebody that looked like him. Do you really want a portrait of him? I guess we do, for the sake of respecting our dynasty. The Blessed Ancestor, oh wait, that was King Borkus is a different guy. Blessed Ancestor, Jagela was the true exemplar of the Roof of Faith, living a pious and inspiring life. In a grand announcement, First Halo to Zofia has decided to include Jagela the Queruler among the venerated ancestors' vaults. Many tales are told about the feats Jagela did in life, and he will be an inspiration for descendants of the years to come. It is a great honor for the family of the Blessed One, and may we all aspire to follow in his footsteps of being an uncouth, fat old man, apparently. You know, somebody ugly enough to he's the first venerated ancestor of the Roof of Faith, but he was also his appearance is also, you know, inspiration for threats from mothers to keep their daughters in line by threatening to marry them off to somebody that looked like him. Hey, you got the blessed blood of Jagela Palmanatus is running through your veins now. Monthly prestige Usually +2, plus +0.2, personal combat skill +5. Periodically attracts a servitude of great warriors if removed. And I don't know if... Yep. So now... I've got somebody that can call in, but I don't think they're... From the looks of it, they're not going to actually join in on the war. We have no powerful vassal put into the chancellor position, so this guy can be the chancellor since he's got the best stats for it. Got 2 malcontents, but it's mostly just because we're gonna cancel his discontent for 2 more years. Right. Kenna has good stewardship, so though she does have a trait that's bad for stewardship education, let's go for that anyway. Actually, 6 + 1 from Fussy. So actually, maybe Marshall? Nah. Still just gonna go for stewardship. Because she's got a better base stat for that. Regardless. I think things are actually going well in this war with Bavaria. And the current queen has no children of her own. But that just leaves room for her nieces to be next in the line. At least one of whom is inherited the attractive trait from her mother. You can see that stack right there being a problem. Or at the very least a nuisance. I've received a request for additional funds for my spy master, Wojciech. He is worried that it's far too easy. It's too easy for spies to make their way inside your home and wants to take precautionary measures against hostile operations. 8.3 for better defenses? Absolutely. And apparently I can get the titles needed from the Kingdom of Estonia now. Could you not? Could you not send your troops directly one? See. Landscapes running it. Olmutz is a sight to behold. I wish I was not here for battle. Once all this over, maybe I will come out here with the Solomia. My sword is suddenly kicked out of my hand, and a scruffy-looking soldier shouts, voice like a demon, I'll hit your body. You know what? And I walked away victorious from a personal duel on the battlefield, despite my low combat skill. And in fact, and this is possibly why I won, I gained the brave trait, so now my personal combat skill is a total of 22. As I entered the gates, I was greeted by a large barking dog. My horse was frightened and started to rear. I was just about to draw my blade to slay the beast when I saw my spy master, Osiak, come running, shouting, "Bad dog! This is our friend that we're supposed to protect." The dog then stopped barking and rolled around placidly on his back. So I get guard dogs. Plot power defense 15%, plus 15%. And it's dogs. You know, you get dogs and the additional bonus of increased his plot power defense. Making it harder for somebody to try and say, assassinate me. Now I need a new court chaplain because the previous leader of the faith died. Can you go with my husband? He has good stats. As for a job, being a shaman. For religious war targets available, this counselor might oppose wars against other targets. So it looks like he's probably gonna vote in favor of any wars that aren't against removal, which is basically everyone. Because, you know, we're pretty much the only removal nation left. Even then we aren't fully removal because we've got a mishmash of other religions from our various conquests. Because they haven't had much luck in getting everything converted. It should be easier to do that once see improve diplomacy. It should be easier to convert everything to remove once we reach 1444 and are able to convert this over to European Universalist 4, because in my opinion the conversion mechanic in that game is just way better, because rather than random chance and on an interval, it's is just simply here's how long it'll take, and as long as you're as long as like points going towards that total don't fluctuate, it'll take exactly that long. You know, it's actually able to give you a solid estimate. Let's make some new vassals. Then, I believe this is where that the title grant and committee, he comes into it. Okay, if you want it, you can have it. If the rest of the council supports it. Yep. If the council supports it. And also, like, I like this character. In which case, he gets a title. So apparently, now I need a new spy master. This guy's a powerful vassal, all available for the position, so he's gonna be the new spy master. Right. And let's see what I can improve. Maybe tolerance. Melee techniques and trade practices and castle infrastructure and keeps. The council is still discontent and will be until next March. But I think we might be able to just get what we need to be able to form the Windish Empire, just fighting Bavaria. Let's see, they've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 total. All parts of the Windish Empire, and we're currently sitting at 69%. And yeah, we only need 7 more counties. These are part of the Windish Empire. So we could, so if the council approves of it, we can take these last couple all counties from Livonia and 5 more from Bavaria, and that'll be good enough to get us our empire, to get us the needed provinces for the empire title. Which I mean, if we can... Looks like the Holy Roman Empire has lost their ally. And we can... I imagine the council will probably go for it. Because, I mean... especially against an empire that should provide sufficient glory. So let's go for it. No, already technically got a defeat, just not a defeat at the hands of the actual enemy. It's just that some of our troops happen to muster over here. No! Just like my father before me, I'm not interested in your plot. I don't feel too well. Something is wrong with me. I am burning up with fever, my nose is running, and my head feels as if someone is banging something hard against it. Oh boy. Well, I'm already healthy again. Just gotta get more troops into this province. Apparently there was a crusade for arcaneArtist going on, and it failed. Just took a couple tries to take down this 1,000 stack. Oh boy. I lost a duel. I'm just gonna go for that. And hope that doesn't happen again anytime soon. Well, we've got a nice 12,000 stat, like, just all in on this one county. Oh, 16,000 actually, almost 17,000. We do have some troops moving this way. Gonna step on over and obliterate them. And step right back over over here to continue. New laying claim to places. We're currently at 45% war score already. So yeah, the Holy Roman Empire has not been doing great. Like ever since a lot of their land and over here broke free, they've kind of been in a bad spot. We got defeated somewhere. I'm not really sure what happened. Do I know Armentis Chief Bolslaw Novapava? Sure. We'll burn them. That 300 stack didn't stand a chance. I've noticed Marshal Pucaverus does his hard work, and everyone seems to like him. I'm just saying, having my Marshal heighten the morale of the troops are trying to recruit more soldiers. I think we're good on Levy's size right now. So I'd say more morale. There's a talented town crier in Mecklenburg who seems able to capture the attention of the peasant rabble in an instant with his commanding voice. You have studied his methods and the pitch of his voice closely, and when you expect to do better the next time you have to address a large crowd of people. It's another resentful little elder. We're at 75%. There are Holy Roman troops moving over this way. I mean, we're getting close to most victory regardless. Just a little bit more, we're at 93%. $94. And there's a Catholic uprising. So we're gonna have to deal with that once we're done with this. As I'll call all my allies in and to fight that war. Just gonna send this whole big stab back. Oh wait, that's them. Might as well just get it over with if they're this close. Oh, and we're at 100% war score against the HRE, so force demands. Well, that tidied things up real fast. Right, so create new vassal. No, create new vassal and create new vassal. Then if the council will go for it, I'll give this Ornus the landed title. But no, the council's not willing to go for it. Then, so let's see. Swayed by the diplomacy rating of other voters, bring a favor to Chief Picaveras, but is voting their conscience as Chief Picaveras is abstaining. So looks like there's... Oh, but wait. Perhaps I can... Perhaps I can work something out with my husband. Granting him Riga. There we go. Now he's a high priest Narmantus, a cleansing flame, name of Riga. And if this whole council getting to vote on things situations, definitely making decisions a bit more complicated. Mostly in that, you know, it takes away options. Okay, about 3 centuries from now, that won't be a problem because EU4 doesn't have this mechanic. Like a lot of the problems that are giving me a little bit of trouble right now won't be a problem because they aren't mechanics in EU4. I think I might cool it on increasing tribal organization and until I get closer to feudalism, which mostly requires upgrading the hill fort in Vilnius. And we've got a faction for independence, but I mean, they've only got 27%. I'll worry about them if they become threatening. Just need to get Vilnius to have a stone hill fort. I believe it's like level 4. Her hill forts. Hey Chief Carnac feels I risk too much with my escapades. Tried to persuade me to stop risking my life. It's such a thrill. There's a defensive pack against me because I'm 5.2% threatening. Just gonna wait on declaring any wars. Let's see. Just got good learning, but that's partly from Curious and Idolizer, so. 4, 4, 5, 4, 2, and 4. So I guess it's probably gonna be down to stats, down to traits. It's like learning is the best option. I'm surely with child, my husband will be pleased. Pregnancies come with considerable risk. Now that I'm with the child, I ought to appoint a regent who can take over if anything should happen to me. I have just a person for the job, or I will think about it. You're not sure. This guy can be the designated regent. And now the... Alright, sure, Franconia. If you really want to get stomped into the ground again, then be my guest. Because unless you've got a pretty good ally, which you don't, you've just got... I mean... If you can bring in the defensive pack, maybe. Doesn't seem like even that will be all that much. Especially since last I checked, there's not even supposed to be defensive packs against me. As the time passes, I feel more and more restless. The changes in my body are constraining me, making it hard what were simple actions once. It has been days since I have been out in the fields. This is also frustrating. I can either drink a juniper's potion and to rid yourself of the child and avoid further complications, or I must endure. I'm gonna endure for at least the time being. Pregnancy has become a great burden that I initially imagined. If I am not careful about my health, I may risk both my life as well as the child's. Perhaps I should take leave and even spend the rest of the pregnancy in reclusion, looking after myself. Can either sounds like a great idea and go in hiding, or better leave the log house entirely then and go on a journey. You're not sure. That sounds a lot more interesting. To just go on a journey. Well, in like the third trimester of a pregnancy. This character is traveling far away from court. My dear husband, Neramantis, is suspicious of my pregnancy. He is here right now asking me if the child is really his. Assure him of my faithfulness. It's literally the only option, which to my knowledge, I have not been unfaithful. But I mean, the last king apparently murdered someone before becoming king, so interesting things can happen in the lives before the lives of in rulers before the player controls them. At first the signs were small, easily dismissed as coincidences, but now they are becoming too frequent to be ignored. I will give birth under auspicious stars. I must be sure to interpret all signs correctly. We gain 300 piety and get pregnancy, good omen. Or, oh, okay, so it's just a matter of how much piety I want. I thought being away from the court and enjoying the clean air of the countryside would help me release some of the tension of this pregnancy, but the only has had other plans in mind. And a terrible storm has caught on my entourage, deafening us all night and heavy thunders and leaving us sore and completely damp in the morning. And I got a special option because I'm brave, which is also the only option. Alright, it's like turning this battle around. Maybe. We were turning around for like 5 seconds. Sure, you can be kind of loyal. Maybe this is why they thought it was a good idea to declare war on me suddenly. Because they're actually managing to, because they've got actually good forces. No, actually they just had some good luck right then, and they're now at 100% war score. So since we were defending, we were unable to gain a county. But oh well. Try to silly uprising. My defense is too big. I think I'll probably call it for the night once this pregnancy is done. Which, you know, it's only gonna be a little while longer, I imagine. Since Polynesian uprising. Yep, final months. And I have returned from my journey where the only thing that happened was that there was a storm. The daughter was born to Queen Rose the Gentle and King Priest Narmentus a Cleansing Flame named Danut. And I'm going to go ahead and nominate Danut as my successor. So I'm gonna call it for the night. Next CK2 stream will be next Saturday. Next stream in general will be let's see. I believe just check one thing. Believe. Yeah, next stream in general is going to be the 1st of... will be Tuesday the 1st of September, so... Next stream in general will also be Crusader Kings, but it'll be Crusader Kings 3. As that's when the game is releasing. So at one point I could have sworn it was September 2nd, but apparently not, because I looked at the Steam page earlier tonight and it says September 1st, so must have been getting it confused with something else. Okay, I'm gonna save the game. And thank you all for watching. And I'm gonna find somebody streaming Crusader Kings 2 near the raid. And I'll be streaming, and the next stream will be a Crusader Kings game, just not this one. And so I'll have 2 Crusader Kings streams next week. One of each game. Steam Labs is having some troubles. Okay, there we go. Now it's working. Now I can get my proper end screen up. So let me just check who's live with CK2. Which I'm sure there will be plenty of options as for this Tuesday. You know, brand new game from a name of fairly, a well-known developer. Or, long-awaited sequel, all in a series. Let's see. I need mentioned up on videos. I need live channels. I'm going to go for this. I'm gonna raid this person partly just to know why it's tagged wrestling. Yes, CK2 doesn't usually get the wrestling tag,